Damaging wind, rain and even the chance of a thunderstorm for parts of southeastern Australia. Aside from that, it's looking pretty good. I'm Angus here at the Bureau. This is the weather forecast for Wednesday, the 19th of August, and the action is really in this portion of the map. Look at the rain band here, which is through parts of South Australia in the morning, moving eastwards into New South Wales, spreading across Victoria and Tasmania. There will be some strong winds for some of these areas down here as well. But away from this corner of the country, it's a fairly settled weather pattern on Wednesday. Fairly benign across Queensland, the Northern Territory, Western Australia, and in behind this band of rain, quite quickly we'll return to a high pressure weather scenario. That means that conditions will fine up and settle down quite swiftly. Let's go around the states, starting in Queensland. Wednesday is another day where the wind blows from the ocean onto the land, and for our eastern districts from Brisbane all the way up here to Cairns, that means that there will be at least partly cloudy skies, if not mostly cloudy at times, with some passing showers. The rainfall will be pretty low in most areas, just a couple of spots to watch that might see more like moderate rainfall through the day, including the Sunshine Coast Noosa area and up around Cairns itself. A bright and sunny day is expected through inland and western Queensland. The showers around the New South Wales coast finally starting to clear up, especially if you live near or south of Newcastle. There's a low risk of a light shower or two, but most of the day will be fine and dry, including around Sydney, a high of 20 degrees there. A couple of showers around the mid-north coast and northern rivers, but lots of fine weather too. Further west, we will see some rain move into the far southwest in the morning around Broken Hill, then spread across the Riverina into Wagga Wagga in the afternoon, and a possible wet finish to the day for the Snowy Mountains, Snowy Valleys and Canberra and the ACT. So if you are up here in the capital, mostly fine during the day, but perhaps a wet finish with a high of 18. It will be a wet day across Victoria tomorrow. Rain starts off in the west but quickly spreads into central districts and eventually out to Gippsland as well. Really blustery winds, particularly around the Central Ranges, the Macedon Ranges, through Melbourne and then down towards the Mornington and Bellarine peninsulas. And for those areas, we've got a damaging wind warning in place for Wednesday, as those gusts could climb into the 90s. In terms of rainfall, it will be extensive. For many people, it won't be that much rain, between 5 and 10 millimetres, enough to make it feel like a wet day. The areas to watch where we could see a bit more rain than that, the northern side of the slopes between Wangaratta and Bendigo certainly could see more like 30 or 40 millimetres there, and the river catchments in northern Victoria are very wet at the moment, so that rain is going to quickly make its way into the river network and we could see some rivers start to flood. Into Tasmania, rain will set up for the northwestern corner of the state in the morning, and then it is wet there all day. Lots of rain about and west of Devonport. Could see 50 or 60 millimetres through the course of the day there. Launceston gets some rain from the afternoon onwards, so wet second half to your day there. In the southeast, including Hobart, mostly bright through the morning, becoming cloudy but staying dry into the first part of the afternoon, but we'll likely see some showers push through late afternoon and into the evening. A mild day though, high of 18, but do expect some rain around dinner time. Into South Australia, it's quite the opposite. Some early rainfall for Adelaide and areas east of Adelaide, down through the southeast, across the Riverlands and the Murraylands as well. But that's all acting to clear up by about lunchtime. Second half of the day becomes much drier, with the exception of Mount Gambier. We'll hold on to showers there. Everywhere else does dry up though. The sun should come out and it will be a pretty settled and relaxed second half of the day. Adelaide has a high of 18 and pretty good after morning showers clear. Out west here, we've got a little weak weather system which is going to graze the southwestern corner. That will bring a few morning showers all the way as far north as Perth and perhaps around to Albany as well. That should clear up in the afternoon, tending to pretty sunny and settled conditions for the second half of the day across the southwest land division. Perth has a high of 20 degrees. Further north, we will actually see a little bit of unseasonal rainfall start to build in the northwestern corner through parts of the Gascoyne and the Pilbara. A wet couple of days lie ahead. And finally, through northern Australia, we continue with some glorious dry season weather, at least across the top end and much of northern WA. It's actually running really warm in Darwin, much like it has been through the week so far. Another forecast maximum of 34 degrees. It's about as hot as we get at this time of year. Further south, we could see some cloud cover and maybe a light shower or two around the Simpson and Barkly Desert areas, including potentially over Alice Springs. You can check back in with me tomorrow for another weather update, or you can find your latest on the Bureau's website and app. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.